If you're planning on relocating or moving within Temecula or to Temecula from another area, these videos are really going to be helpful. I started a series where I'm comparing the most popular neighborhoods in Temecula, and today we're going to talk about Chardonnay Hills and Crowne Hill. I'm going to talk about tax rates, HOA amenities, the cost of the HOA, the cost of homes. I'm going to give recaps here quickly on my thoughts on both communities, but then I'm going to either show you a video of the communities, B, I'm going to go into the MLS and show you firsthand what tax rates are in these communities, how much you can buy a property on average in both of these communities. So stay till the end of the video because you're going to get a lot out of this and you're going to learn about these two great communities in Temecula. Okay guys, so I just wanted to show you quickly the locations of Chardonnay Hill and Crowne Hill. They're very close to one another. This right here area is Chardonnay Hills, and you're right beside the golf course. You're right off Rancho, California, which is basically a 5 to 10 minute drive to Old Town. There's a lot of restaurants and everything along Rancho, California. And this is Crowne Hill, right in this area. You are right off Temecula Parkway, and it's going to make it incredibly easy for you to get to restaurants, grocery stores, all of that. And you're also very close to wine country. Both areas are within probably 5 to 12 minutes to the first or second winery in wine country. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to talk about was the tax rate of both communities. In Southern California, you have special assessments and Mello-Roos. This is on top of, let's call it the 1% base tax that you're going to pay per year in Riverside County. So in Chardonnay Hills, the tax rate is actually incredibly low. It's going to be anywhere from $700 to $900 on average. And in Crowne Hill, your tax rate is going to be overall a little higher. It's going to be anywhere from $1,500, $1,600 all the way up to $2,000. Now, this brings me to my next point, the HOA. And although the HOA is higher in Chardonnay Hills, which is going to be around $140, that's going to offset a little bit because you're going to pay that much less in tax living in the Chardonnay Hills community overall. The Chardonnay Hills community does have 2 pools, so that might be a benefit to somebody that doesn't want a pool in their backyard but has kids or wants to go to the pool on the weekends. You are going to have those facilities available to you, whereas Crowne Hill does not have pools within the community. It does have some parks, some walking trails, that sort of thing, but if you're looking for pools within the community, the Chardonnay Hills is going to be definitely a better option. The HOA in Crowne Hill is going to be around that $85 a month. So now I just wanted to show you some video of both Crowne Hill and Chardonnay Hills. So watch this to get an idea of what the community provides and how the homes look. Now, just back to the tax question again, make sure that you are looking at each individual property because there are properties in Crowne Hill that have $700 a year Mello-Roos taxes, and they are on the lower end. But I would say going through the MLS, around 80% of the homes that I was looking at in Crowne Hill had a tax rate of in between $1,700 and $2,000 a month. So just be very careful. I mentioned this on my last video. Just because you hear that a tax rate is lower in a community, yes, there might be 40% of homes that are lower, but it just seems that it does fluctuate within the community, not only within the Temecula as a whole, but even within these small communities. You could have a tax rate or a special assessment of $700 a year, and then you could have certain homes that go up to $2,000 a year. So you really have to look at each individual home if the tax rate is important to you. And let's face it, an extra $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 a year in taxes, that's a big chunk of money coming out of your pocket every month. Okay, so now let's go into the MLS. I just wanted to show you what the average sort of sales price is for both of these communities. Maybe this will help you make a final decision on which community would work the best for you. Okay guys, so this is Chardonnay Hills. I just wanted to give you a real quick idea of what the homes on average are going to be selling for, what you can expect in regards to the square footage that you're going to get for the price. So you can find homes obviously in that 640 to 700 range, the first 5 or 6 homes, and you're going to be at that 1,600, 1,700, 1,800, 1,900 square foot for that price. I would say the median or average price for this area is going to be that 800 to 820. There's a big jump from 765 all the way up to 840. And the square footages, of course, reflect that 2,000 square feet, and there's a big jump up to 2,519. And the range of homes in regards to prices, you have all the way up to, or from 649 all the way up to 1,159, 1,159,000. This actually isn't in Chardonnay Hills, but there you have it, guys. Just an idea of what Chardonnay Hills is going to cost you to get into a home there. So next up is Crowne Hill, and again, I did from least to most expensive. The entry-level price in Crowne Hill is a little more, but as you can see, there's just less homes in that 1,500 to 1,900 square foot range. So that is probably, that's the reason for this. Most of them are 22, 23, 26, 3,000 square feet. So yes, the entry level to get into Crowne Hill is going to be a little more. That's just because the homes are bigger in size overall for the community. But I would say on average to get into Crowne Hill is a little more expensive. You're probably going to be in that 850 to 900 range. And there is also an area called Crowne Hill Reserve, which is a little nicer of an area. It's a gated community within Crowne Hill. So that is an option for you, but they are going to be a little more expensive. So there you have it. Both Crowne Hill and Chardonnay Hills, what you can expect to pay in 2025 or late 2024, early 2025.